Okay, I'll be good. I'll stay out of trouble.
All right. We all ready?
Yeah, we read. We read.
We read.
Even if we don't get to go, we ready.
We read. All right. Cameras is live. We're live. All right. Good afternoon and welcome. Good morning, Wilmington audience. I'm your host, Ivan Thomas. I'm the founder, creator of DETV. And today, special thanks to the Wilmington Public Library, we got an interview unlike any other that we have ever had. And I'm here with Dr. Pam Grier. How you doing?
Applause.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. I am honored to be here and share my gifts with you, and thank you for the invitation. It's just extraordinary.
No, thank you. It's you know what? You've meant so much to a lot of people and paved the way for a lot of people, including myself here on TV.
I did?
Come on, you better stop. Come on.
What did I do for you?
Look, you know what? You kicked that door down, you know?
Oh, my gosh.
You kicked it down for a lot of people.
Well, we had to because the door was there.
Right. And it was hard. That door was hard to get through.
No hard heads off behind.
Right.
No, the people that opened the doors for us were people that I idolized, which was Hattie McDaniel, who went to East High School from Denver. Big D, where is he? Come on. Anyway, Butterfly McQueen. Lena Horne, Ruby Dee, Diana Sands, those were the women. And then politically it was Gloria Steinem, Bella Abzul, Shirley Chisholm, and Barbara Jordan. Yeah. Those were my 10 women of the 50s and 60s of the Civil Rights one. Right. And they had drawn the door for me.
Right.
And gave me the door handle.
They gave you the door handle.
And I'm from the Black West. From Wyoming.
Right.
My great-great-grandmother had a sugar beet farm and a hotel for the blacks and Chinese that worked on the railroad, so I gave that information to Richard Pryor when he was co-writing Blazing Saddles with Mel Brooks.
Wow.
Maybe the fart scenes, too, went in there, but,
Right.
You know, but, yeah.
So tell me, a young Pam Grier, what inspired you to get into film, into acting?
I always wanted to do film, but when I was graduating in the mid-'60s, I wanted to be a doctor, pre-med. Every babysitting job, lawn cutting job, ironing job was going to my first year at Boston University for pre-med, and it just kind of didn't go the way I wanted it to with the funds.
Right.
So, but I was a straight-A student. I worked really hard. I was in all the labs. But the thing is, I really felt I wanted to do film. I wanted to tell stories of the folklore that we have in our cultures, in our family.
Right.
You know, just sit with an elder after chicken dinner at church, you know,
on
and
Sunday.
Just get them going.
Right.
So with some sweet tea, and they get there, start rocking, talking about, girl days on the
Yeah.
Well, we go back to Wyoming.
Okay.
Which is starts with Lewis and Clark on the Mississippi, and William Clark had a slave, and Lewis had a Native American woman who was pregnant, and she became the interpreter, and they started up the Mississippi River looking for passage to West Coast. So they went up the Mississippi to the Missouri, all the way up, meeting all these tribes, black tribes, you know, indigenous tribes, mixed tribes.
Right.
And many of the tribes gave up their land for guns. So right now the message is how powerful the gun has been in our culture for 400 years.
Okay.
And it was a bartering tool. And so they went up through the Missouri all the way up to the top, and it stopped, and they had to go over the hills looking for the Snake River to take them to Oregon, the passage. That was the only way. But their narrative of going west is probably one of the most interesting, fascinating sojourns, adventures that I learned, and people have forgotten, but they recognize, and they see, passage was the rivers.
Right.
It wasn't dirt roads, airplanes, or buses.
It was always
the
rivers for our people.
It was always the rivers and the tributaries, and that's when you got to meet and see everyone, and that isn't documented.
Right.
And it's sad because and when you think about it, amazing what we could have discovered.
Right. Exactly.
But we can reinvent, you know, and I'm a historian. One of my doctorates is in humanities. One's from Langston University, a black university.
HBCU.
And in agriculture.
Okay.
I'm a farmer. And the other one is, I have so many. The honorary ones were given to me because I really dove in and had them look up organic food.
Okay.
You know, because we have 2 million black farmers that are really need to be growing food for this country.
Right.
which I will talk about in our symposium, coming up. There's things that I'm deeply want to share that I learned of folklore, and it inspires other people to inspire what they're doing in their communities.
Right.
Having a co-op on your 2-acre, 4-acre, 5-acre, 40 acres with a mule and sell it to the city.
Right.
And so you have, the farmer's market every day with a fresh picked carrot that melts in your mouth.
Right.
And a collard green, which I make a collard green martini, by the way.
Oh, wait, a collard green martini?
Yes, with the pot liquor.
Get out.
After you eat the greens, you got that smoky juice in the bottom of the pan, add some vodka, vermouth, some rolled up bacon, and some okra. Come on now.
You gave the whole recipe away.
I'm supposed to.
Now, let me ask you.
I'm supposed to get everybody drunk on Sunday. What's wrong with you?
On Sunday, right. Grandma with the mason jar?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? The jelly jar?
The jelly jar,
Everybody had their own jelly jar.
Oh, come on now.
Come on now.
Oh.
Come on now.
So you're here in Wilmington, Living Legends, here at the Wilmington Library.
I'm honored.
And we're honored to have you, and we can't wait. We're live right now on TV and social media.
And I got everybody drunk.
Look, they over there.
And you're going to love that collard green martini.
When can a brother get some of that?
Well, we can send out someone right now. It's a weekday, so
yeah.
By the time this is over, we'll have martinis for everybody.
That's right, martinis for everybody.
Hey, just show me your ID and everybody get drunk, okay? But some people out there's vegan.
Okay,
with no bacon,
because people, right?
And there's some people don't like smoky bacon or smoked turkey, So I respect that.
Right.
But you can have it with just the pot liquor and all the juices and all the pepper.
She's gonna stop playing with me.
He just wants to drink. Some people, I don't care about the vodka, but it's excellent. I have a picture of it on my Twitter account, and it blew up. It blew up my machine. A picture of it is so beautiful.
Okay, all right. We're almost time for you to go. I'm getting a call. They're waving this time. Living Legends here in Wilmington, Delaware. Make sure you turn to the Wilmington Public Library's
website. But also, I've got the Pet Cemetery coming out for Paramount.
We can talk about that. Okay, so
it's coming out.
Let's talk about that. Until they pull the plug on this,
okay, and lights will go out.
They're going to have to do it like the club. You know what I mean? Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, Pet Cemetery. It's a prequel.
Okay.
It's a prequel to the other three. Okay, and I play, the people from Louisiana before the Louisiana Purchase, many of them went up through New York to Maine to Halifax or came back to Maine, and they were civilians, if you will, a whole tribe of civilians of black Indians.
Okay.
And my character is from that. And with Stephen King, he's really into indigenous people. He's really into our culture, very, very much so, and really fights for our culture. And so he thought of me, and so did this young director, Lindsay Beer, and the women, the executives of Paramount, that they should have at that time their Foxy Brown, their Coffy. And my character is a mail deliverer, and everybody knows her, and she skins fish, and she hunts and delivers mail on the bicycle. She's just indigenous.
Right.
And so it's refreshing to see those characters then, and I'm almost unrecognizable. You don't see Foxy Brown. You don't see a contemporary Pam. You see my craft and what they wanted to mold.
Right.
And I thought it was just wonderful.
Wow.
And so everybody's going to like that. And it's with Henry Thomas, who played Little Boy in E.T. And Dave Duchovny, and it's really, you don't build on somebody's cemetery.
I know. Come on.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not telling you anymore.
You don't got to say no more.
I ain't telling you anymore. You saw Poltergeist.
I saw all the scary movies when the brothers and sisters.
You ain't seen us building no freeway on a cemetery.
Who does that? Look, we got it. Look, we got to go. They're telling us we got to go. Wilmington Public Library, go to their Facebook page, watch the interview, dynamic interview. Dr. Pam Grier.
And I'm on Twitter, too.
Give me your address.
I'm on Twitter, just at Pam Grier.
Pam Grier on Twitter. You on IG?
I was on IG, but IG drove me crazy.
Okay.
I just can't, but I am on Twitter, and I talk about, me. They said what I do when I'm down to earth.
Right.
I go to Homey Depot.
Let me ask you this real quick. Homey Depot.
I go to Homey Depot.
Let me ask you this.
Don't you go to Homey Depot?
What tribe is in your family?
Cheyenne.
I'm Blackfoot.
I'm 23% Cheyenne, 23% Nigerian, and Scottish English, and Filipino and Chinese.
Oh, got you. I'm Blackfoot.
You're very strong folks.
Yeah.
Very. But I can give you more from the Lewis and Clark Adventures.
I would love to hear more, but you got to go. They're giving us that signal.
And you
Right.
know how our peeps are. They go, okay, where's that martini?
Right.
Okay. She ain't here.
Look, they
it's
taking
hot.
the sign. Look, yo, they taking the sign.
And they're going to put some more downstairs. It's like,
Dr. Pam Grier here on DETV. Make sure you check her out on Twitter. Follow
check
her on
me
Twitter.
out.
Pet Cemetery is coming up. Wilmington Public Library.
And I got some more coming out that we're doing Foxy for Disney. And I'm writing a World War II movie.
Well, let's do this then. If we can set it up somehow, we would love to do a Zoom interview to talk more about your up and coming interviews.
Absolutely.
Because we're DETV, the local television public.
You ain't local.
There you go.
Global.
There you go. She's
You
talking about-
global.
Look, we out of here. We'll see.